Sarah Palin, is my guest tonight on Concerning the President-elect. During the campaign, Governor, you expressed concerns about Obama's lack of executive experience and characterized him as palling around with terrorists. Do you fear the United States under his presidency? Do you fear for the United States?
I don't have fear. I have optimism, and Barack Obama is going to surround himself with those who do have executive experience, and there was nothing mean-spirited. There was no negative campaigning when I called Barack Obama out on his associations. I'm proud of Barack Obama. I pray for him, his family, the new administration. Look forward to the good things that are in store for this nation.
As you look at yourself, think about it. Are you ready to run for the presidency? Is that something that would interest you?
Again, I'm not going to close any doors of opportunity that perhaps are open out there in the future. Not having a crystal ball, I do not know what those opportunities will be. Blah 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 blah. If I have to call an audible down the road here and circumstances change and the door is open for me to do so, it would be something that I would take that challenge on, that responsibility. Bloody blah blah. Blah.
Do you pledge to the people that you will serve out your term?
I pledge to the people of Alaska. I will do anything and everything that I can to progress the great state of Alaska. I will do what the people of Alaska want me to do. My life is in God's hands. If He's got doors open for me, that I believe are in our state's best interest, the nation's best interest, I'm going to go through those doors.
Governor, something that occurred late in the campaign when Ted Stevens, Senator Stevens, was found guilty, both you and Senator McCain called for him to step down. That has not happened. He was re-elected. What should he do now?
Right, and I did. I expressed my opinion, called it like I saw it, and said before that election, as he had been found guilty on the 7 counts, that he should step down. Now he chose not to, and voters in Alaska, at least thus far until those final ballots are counted, look like they are re-electing Senator Stevens. And that is the will of the people. And I'm not a dictator. I'm not going to yank anything out from under the will of the people. And now it will be up to the U.S. Senate to decide what happens next.
Is that the kind of post you would want someday, the Senate?
You know, not necessarily. I'm not going to close any doors that perhaps would be in front of me and would allow me to put to good use executive experience and a worldview that I think is good for our nation. I'm not going to close any door there in terms of opportunity that may be there in the future. But at this point, I love my job as governor. There is a tremendous amount of work to do in Alaska as we develop our resources and contribute more to the United States of America to allow us to be secure and prosperous. Look forward to continuing doing my duties as governor.
So what do you think about flying in small planes? Is it a very good idea?
Well, Larry, yes and no both, in fact. And occasionally a sad no. If you get my meaning. I don't like to do it unless it's for bear hunting, fishing with the kids or something like that.
Are you going to go to the inaugural?
Haven't been invited. It would be something perhaps if I'm not too busy up there in the state of Alaska. I'd love to go, maybe pick up some spoons, a knife and fork maybe. A butter knife would be nice.
Were you very sad when you learned the result?
You know, sad, because I knew hard that our ticket had worked, and again, I'm convinced today as much as I was along the campaign trail that John McCain is a true American hero and he does have solutions that need to be.
Were you sad?
Heck no. I run to win, and so does John McCain. So there was disappointment. But at the same time. But at this point, again, and that chapter is closed now. The campaign is over. Time to move forward. Time to unite and look forward to the opportunity that John McCain will have to lead in this united effort. And I'll assist wherever I can.
Excuse me.
Yes. My 18-year-old daughter is pregnant. I looked at her and thought, and I fart, Bristol, honey, you're going to have to grow up really fast, and she is a strong and kind-hearted young woman. She is going to make a great mom. She is very strong. She is going to be just fine.
No, what was that noise? Did you fart?
That would be bear meat, honey. Didn't they tell you that might happen? Oh yes, all Alaskans have that problem.
No, they don't. Okay, so moving on. Your daughter.
Bristol has an opportunity to reach out to other young mothers and help them, and hopefully not see such a prevalence. Also of unwed teenage mothers, the rates are too high. Bristol can be used as an example of Larry, taking less than ideal circumstances and still making the best of these circumstances, and that is who she is. She is strong, she is kind-hearted, she is going to be just fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.